So we're going to start on page Tov Tzadi Zayin. We'll read the blurb at the top. Oh, that's what we should do. We should read across. So we'll go to the very top. Is Chachma Mucha Ihu Machshava Milgov. So he says Chachma is thought. He says it's all called a Mucha, which is a thought, Milgov, from the inside. It's Panimi. Bina Liba Uba Halev Mevin. Al Elin Trin, and these two, Chachma and Bina, Kasiv Hadistaras Lashem Elokeinu. That's what he writes. Okay, that's where we're at. The blurb says, Harech is ba'arach and yonim shel avov kitzvos chagat nai, ul malchus nukva dezer anpin. So gotta go back and to understand what those words. Ba'ata choyzu the farish inyan gimel rishonas kochov. V'yaskil b'chochma, but it begins in Chachma, ubina, misham ya'ala l'kasa, and from that position it's like it's going upwards some way. That way, after that, we're gonna talk about what is up above Harosh. Now, there is a number of vav on this, and I don't think some of it I didn't understand very well. So I get it so I can say it over with you. Maybe it'll come out clearer. I'm thinking that some of these notes, that when you read the things that are said, we're going to read the Kisei Melech, that it's almost like reading notes, because the things don't seem to go together grammatically, etc. to me. Why did you start with Chesed, and then you went to the Gar? So he says it grows, actually. The two prakim of Chesed, Na'asis Chachma. B'shnei pirkim the Gevur Na'asis Binaso, it's Bina. I guess that's what it the Kisro Mis Pe'eris the Bina, Miteferis the Bina. So that I don't know. He said that the Keter, it grows out on the middle line, I guess he says, from the Teferis the Bina. I guess maybe we do know that. So he said, V'lochein, Maskel Mechesed, it's not what we're trying to say, that mocho chochma there is their anpen, elul chochma the tzilus. So we're talking about it tzilus and not just their anpen. Kamosha arbach the el antu the afikas eser tikunim. It is you who brings out the 10 tikunim. Shehem eser spheres the tzilus, which are the 10 spheres of the tzilus. Tikunim. What he said, tikunim. Rotzalomer wants to say like this. The Olam Matikun, and then it's a little bit hard for me as I think. The Olam Matikun. V'achasha hishlim sheish kitzvos binyan, chazer l'Abba v'Ima, goes back and talks about Abba v'Ima. Kizer anpen malvish la'arich mitiburo v'lamata, no problem there. Then this is the problem. V'achar ba'achor. So I really having trouble having that. So in back of it, on the back, or does he mean ach ba'ach? I don't know. So v'achar ba'achor malvish zroa yomim de erik anpin. So back to back sounds like that. He's covering over the right shoulder of zer anpin. Then he says the word v'ima. Ima is the left shoulder. So the right shoulder of Zer Anpin, I guess, would be Abba. V'Abba Nikra Machshava. So this is like another sentence. V'Abba Nikra Machshava. Abba is called Machshava. Hayonek Mimazach Abednoitzer Chesed Tikkun Ches. The Dikna. Chofe for love. It surrounds that. V'Ima Yonekes Mimazel Yod Gimel. So he's going inwards towards Ima. So he starts with Zer Anpin, and he says how Zer Anpin are he's just talking about the anatomy of them, I guess. It just doesn't flow real easily. So he saw Yud Gimel the Mislavish as the row is small to Arich, so that calls the left shoulder. So Zer Anpin is at the belly button, let's say, so to speak, and Abba V'Ima are at the shoulders. V'Chalev mitzad small. Now the heart, which we're going to see in a minute, is on the left side. The Chain Amrach Bebina Liba Ubohalev Mavim Adkan. Now, like I say, there's some ideas in there, maybe great ones, but it's not so easy to hear it. So let's go back. I think we read. Now we're reading the actual little piece, little sentence itself. Chachma mocha. So right away it says Chachma is mocha. We're not going to say anything on that. Ha-Chachma, ha-Moach, Chachma, he says, is the Moach. Ki iker shem Moach, hu b'sfiras ha-Chachma. When you use that word, that's the main place where you see it from. And he has a site reference there. We'll move on. Ihu machshava melgov. So this is the thought. It's a thought that's inside. Hi machshava b'nimis. We have a note on this. So let's look and see if I can pick up some idea in the note. He says because of Rahu, which I'm assuming means the Marhu. But the Kuti Torah, he writes like the Vizel Lashonu. Abba b'chashoy. Abba is like what? Secret, in secret, or hiding, or something like that, in a whisper. The Nikra Machshava, and it's called, in other words, it's something deep that's hidden, and it's called by the name of thought. V'chatam shenikra Chachma b'lashon nekeva, the reason why Chachma is lashon nekeva, in other words, it should be Chachmo, or what? Here should be Chachma b'lashon nekeva. So he says, to get that answer, look at the Eitz Chaim, Ein Sham. So let's see, he goes on. Over Sefer Shari Ora, Babir, Muchus, Spheris, Chachma, I'm trying to talk about that. Because of Zel Lashonach, Sphira Chazos, Nikra Machshava. Koloma Nukuda Machshavis. This is the point at which thought originates, or thought appears. I think that's what I would translate it like that. Nukuda Machshavis. Shuhu Sod Haschalas His Pashtus HaChefetz. He used the word Chefetz here. But Tzilus, this is the beginning of, we use the word Tipa. I think, is this a substitute for that word? As PATACH HaChefetz B'Tzilus HaBriya V'Hamachshava, the concept of creation, I think that's what it means, and thought. Shuhu Sod Haschalas His Pashtus, going back, the Zuchi Yud Rishon, and what is it? What is the Tipa? Or he said the Chefetz, is the Yud Rishon Shel Shem, Shehi Yud Vav Dalet. Nukuda Machshavas Penimis, this is the Nukuda of the Machshava Penimis, Stuma B'Keser, it's hidden away in Keser Elyon, Kulula B'Ein Sof, and part of the Ein Sof. Now the last sentence, Nukuda Machshavas Penimis, closed up, and he says in Keser Elyon, Kulula Be'ein Sof, and then incorporated into the Ein Sof of Alecha Ne'emer Ma'od Amkvo Ma'od Amkvo Machshvo Sachel. So great is the depth, I guess, the hiddenness of your thought, Adkan Devarov. So just hinting to us some ideas about that. Now going on to number test, how much time do we have? We have like 4 minutes. I'll try to read fast. He said number test says, Machshava Milgov. So what is it? Oh, we said that one. And then the next one, the Vina Liba Ubachalev Mavim. We'll say as much of it as we can. There's a little arichas here. He says, V'zichron Menachem Mefarish, he says what? Ki ha'aras imach v'zer anpin v'makom shenizgala oros netzach hod yisod dilo sham halev. Now let's see, he says, ha'aras ima, the shining of ima into zer anpin. He says, shenizgala oros netzach, her netzach, her yisod, her nai, is inside, revealed inside of zer anpin dilo sham halev. That place where this takes place is, in other words, her yisod is at his heart. So this was said in the heart, that place in the chazeh, that's where the heart is able to understand. What is the lave? The lave represents the hara that's pouring out from ima adkan. Similar to what we learned over there in the Rashash, was talking about that Bina is that Tiferes is too close. It is the place of where all the light is, and so therefore, I don't know why, but exactly, but therefore it doesn't shine into the nukva like the other spheros. Alabir hakiseh melech, he says like this: Tam yichus abidach b'chol life. Hanoida, and according to Besod, it's Lavshos Ima al Zer Anpen. She says on Zer Anpen. Zero is small, the Erech Anpen, which is the left arm, Zerech Anpen, Valev Mitzad small. So that whole left line there is the Imadika line. Ubeber Yitzchak Bivar as Yichuz HaChachma L'Muach V'Chavibina L'Alev Al Pi Hanoida Ma'ofen his Lavshos Abba V'Ima Zechat Toch Zeh Kedei Lehi Konit this Slavish into this Pasha into Zeranpen. Kinai the Abba Mislavish Benai the Ima became Nikra Machshava Molgav. Zeraviima Mislavesh Bezer Anpen the Yisodos Mistayim Beso Bechaz Shalom. Hisham Malcolm Alei V'Lechem Nema Zavach. So it says Ubo Halev Mevim. Kisham Mizgalim Chasadim Yisodas. This is where the Chasadim come out. V'hu Ka'ayin Mashach Avana Mizech Menachem. Let's see if I could get through this. I have 1 minute. A relationship Alalev Al Pi Masha Kasa B'Sefer Shari Ora. He said B'Mechus Spheres HaChachma Shehi Omek HaMachshava, which is the depth of thought. Vein derek lahasiga ela b'msolas bina, but you can only reach that through the medium of zibina. Vein called birya yichola lehizbanin b'sod omer hamachshava ela ayedech bina. You have to have bina in order to be able to appreciate the machshava. V'dim yachom adli. It's like a bucket. Shehi nekneses of the shov emek ber hamachshava. This is what bina does. So the bucket is on the outside. The dola, I guess he means the person who's doing the drawing. He who is doing the drawing is outside of the water. V'simen, and it says v'simen hizech b'mayim amukim eitza b'leiv ish v'ish. So it says b'leiv ish v'ish tevuna yadlenu she'ein derek nedalos mayim ma'omek ha'machshava aliyadei tevuna ad kan devarov. And here's just the last part of it. Behind those shebechachma amachshava, he bebechinas mayim amukim, shehi ansher the losam. You can't get those waters out. Elib emsolas binas alev, only through understanding that comes from this heart region, which once again is the place where the nai of ima comes out, particularly or sod. V'chalev hu makom ha'etza. That's the place where the actual etza is going to come from. V'harish al yedech v'bina. Okay, that's it.